Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on something many working professionals dream about: advanced management education.
That's right.
Specifically, what India's premier institutes, the IIMs, are offering to, seasoned executives.
Exactly.
We've gathered, well, an incredibly rich set of sources for you, everything from detailed program brochures, admission policies, curriculum breakdowns.
Yeah, even samples of analytical challenges and profiles of actual participants. It's quite a stack.
It really is.
And our mission for this deep dive, really, is to extract the core insights. What truly makes these executive management programs unique? Who exactly benefits most from them?
Right.
The skills they aim to cultivate, and, the tangible career transformations they can actually bring about.
And we'll also touch on the kind of analytical thinking that underpins this level of education, right?
Absolutely. That foundational piece is key.
So, okay, let's dive in. When we talk about advanced management education for working professionals, what exactly are we referring to here? What should people picture?
Okay, so we're focusing on what are broadly known as executive MBA or postgraduate program equivalents, PGP equivalents, tailored for experienced professionals.
Right, the acronyms.
Yeah, you'll see a whole range of acronyms like IIM JAMU's MBA, IIM Code's EPGP, IIM Indoors PGPMX or EPGP, Bangalore's PGPM.
It's an alphabet soup.
It kind of is. Raipur's EPGP HRM, Sirmore's MBA. Now, these names might hint at slightly different focuses, maybe an EPGP is more specialized, an MBA broader. But the key insight really is that they're all designed to elevate mid to senior level careers. That's the common thread.
Okay, that helps clarify things. What about the structure? Is this like going back to school full time, or is it more, flexible for someone deep in their career?
That's a great question. Flexibility is definitely a major theme in the sources. These are largely 2-year programs.
2 years,
okay. And this is important. Some offer significant breathing room, like IMA's blended PGP lets you finish in 2 to 3 years.
Ah, right.
And IIM Bangalore's PGPM, that spans 2 to 5 years. So there's wiggle room.
Wow, 5 years.
Yeah. And they're almost universally delivered in a blended mode. So a mix of online and on-campus modules.
Blended, right. Weekends mostly.
Often designed around weekend schedules, exactly, to accommodate working professionals. IIM JAMU's MBA, for instance, it's described as an intensive 2-year program to enhance skills and capabilities.
Okay.
While Bangalore's PGPM is explicitly scheduled on weekends to make it accessible to those who do not want to leave their job.
Makes sense.
The core idea is you're leveling up without, pressing pause on your current job.
That flexibility sounds absolutely crucial. But who exactly are they looking for? Who gets into these programs? What's the profile?
Right. Well, a non-negotiable requirement across the board is significant work experience after graduation.
How significant?
We're talking a minimum of 2 to 4 years typically, but honestly, many candidates have far more. IIM JAMU's MBA needs a minimum work experience of 3 years. Code's EPGP specifies 3 years of managerial, entrepreneurial, professional experience.
Okay.
Bangalore's PGPM looks for a minimum of 4 years. So yeah, these aren't programs for fresh graduates. They're for people who've already built a professional foundation.
Got it. So beyond just the years on the CV, what's the application process actually like? Is it just standard tests or more involved?
It typically kicks off with an online application form.
No.
And there is a fee, like IIM JAMU charges Rs $2,000, IIM Indoor Rs $5,000. So factor that in.
Right.
After that, candidates almost always need an aptitude test. This could be a valid SEAT, GMAT, or GRE score.
The usual suspects.
Exactly. Or the institute might have its own test, like the IIM JET for IIM JAMU or the IAT for IIM Amritsar. And it's worth noting, IIM JAMU might exempt you from their test if you have a good CAT, GMAT, or GRE score from the last 3 years.
Oh, that's useful.
Yeah. And then this test phase is followed by a personal interview.
Okay, the interview.
Oh,
always key.
Absolutely. But what's really insightful, I think, is how IIM JAMU calculates its merit list. It's not just the test score.
Oh, how so?
They explicitly weigh different factors. Test score is 30%, personal interview is 30%, your graduation marks count for 15%, work experience is another 15%, and even gender diversity gets 10%.
Wow. That's quite a breakdown. Very holistic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It tells you they're really looking at the whole person, the complete profile, not just, a test score number.
That makes a lot of sense for this level.
Yeah.
So once you navigate that and you're in, what's the learning actually like? Is it just sitting through lectures?
Oh, far from it. It's designed to be much more dynamic. The curriculum typically balances core foundational courses in the first year,
The basics.
right, getting everyone on the same page. And then you get a wide array of elective courses in the second year that allows for specialization.
Okay.
So, for instance, IM Endorse PGPMX. It emphasizes core courses early on for fundamental conceptual knowledge, and then the electives later provide a deeper understanding of different functional areas.
And is it a heavy workload?
It's definitely intense. The sources mention program hours ranging from around 740 contact hours at IM Cozy Code to over 1,000 hours, like 1080 at IM Rapport.
1,000 hours.
Yeah, these are truly immersive experiences. It's not a casual commitment by any means.
So it's a big-time investment. How do they make sure the learning is practical, applicable to, the real-world challenges these executives face?
Yeah, that's where the teaching methods, the pedagogy really shine. It's not just lectures.
Right.
The sources highlight a heavy reliance on the case study method, analyzing real business situations.
Classic MBA stuff.
Totally. But also behavioral and computer-based simulations, various projects, including action learning projects, field studies, class presentations, workshops.
So very hands-on.
Very hands-on. IM Indoors PGPMX even has a capstone course where you actually write a business case mentored by faculty.
Interesting.
So it's not just theory. It's about applying concepts to complex, messy, real-world scenarios.
Any other unique features that stand out?
Definitely. Many programs incorporate international immersion programs. Like IIM Indoor has a mandatory 5-day stint at an international university.
Mandatory, okay.
Yeah. IIM JAMU offers an optional 1-week international immersion, which could also be a global or even a rural immersion. So different flavors there.
Rural immersion, interesting.
And IIM JAMU's MBA also has something called a Course of Independent Study, a CIS, and a dissertation. That's quite unique. It's framed as an opportunity to explore their own idea and do some original thinking.
So a real research component.
Exactly. These aren't just add-ons. They seem integral to developing that deep practical understanding.
Okay, so given these demanding schedules, the rigorous curriculum,
Yeah.
what's it really like? Juggling a full-time career with one of these programs, and what do people realistically get out of it?
Well, that blended learning approach we mentioned is absolutely central to making the juggle possible.
Right, the mix of online and in-person.
Yeah, you'll typically have these on-campus modules, maybe at the start of a term, like 6 days for Term IA at IM JAMU.
Okay, intensive bursts.
Exactly, followed by extensive online synchronous teaching. Live classes, but online. IM Sirmore schedules 2 on-campus modules a year. IM Amritsar has 3 5-day immersions over the 2 years.
So you do get that face-to-face connection.
Crucial. It fosters essential networking and, that holistic learning experience. And who you're learning with is also key.
The cohort.
Yes. These programs attract a truly diverse pool of experienced professionals. Our sources show people with backgrounds in everything from architecture to chemical engineering,
Wow.
with work experience ranging from 5 years to over 19 years, holding roles like BIM manager, sales manager, senior product manager, risk consultant.
A real mix.
A real mix. And this rich peer diversity is consistently cited as a huge learning component. You're not just learning from professors, you're learning from the incredible experience in the room with you.
That peer learning aspect sounds invaluable. Okay, beyond the immediate skills and networking, what are the longer-term tangible outcomes?
Well, a major one, and highly coveted, is the IIM alumni status.
Right, the brand.
Exactly. Institutes like IIM JAMU, Kozhikode, Amritsar, Rapport all offer it, and this gives you access to these massive professional networks. Like IIM Kozhikode mentions its 13,000-plus alumni network. That's powerful.
Huge. What about career support? Do they help with jobs?
It's a bit nuanced. IIM Rapport, for example, explicitly states it does not provide placement services for its EPGP HRM,
Okay, good to know.
but it does offer career support services through a third party, Right Management India. Similarly, Kozhikode has a newly formed career guidance cell, and Lucknow provides student advisory services. So support is there, but maybe not direct placement like a traditional full-time MBA.
Got it. Support, not placement.
Generally, yeah. And the testimonials really highlight the transformations. One IMK alum mentioned gaining strategic insights and leadership skills. Another, from IIM JAMU, emphasized peer learning and boost in confidence, plus developing an entrepreneurial mindset.
So it really is about more than just a degree. It sounds like a whole professional and maybe even personal overhaul.
I think that's a fair way to put it.
Does this rigorous environment come with, really strict rules?
Yeah.
And what happens if life throws a curveball? Is there any flexibility?
Oh, absolutely. The handbooks are pretty clear about the rigor. Minimum attendance is strict, like 70% for IM and JAMU, 75% for Raipur and Amritsar.
Can't just skip class.
Definitely not. Detailed grading policies, serious consequences for academic malpractice, plagiarism, cheating, proxy attendance. It can lead to grade cuts, fines, even expulsion.
Okay, I mean business.
They do. But despite that rigor, flexibility is also built in. Programs like GOALisB MBA and Kozhikoda's EPGP have provisions for taking temporary breaks
Ah,
or even exiting the program early. For example, IM JAMU will award a postgraduate certificate if you successfully finish the first year but decide to leave then.
that's actually quite accommodating.
It is. It shows an understanding of the pressures on working professionals, even within that disciplined environment.
Okay. We've covered the practicalities, the outcomes, but what about the kind of thinking these programs cultivate? Our sources suggest it's a real shift in analytical ability.
Yeah.
And there's no better way to illustrate that, perhaps, than with a real-world puzzle. Let's take Coca-Cola, the enduring enigma of its global dominance.
Ah, yes. This is a fantastic example. A classic, multifaceted business problem that these programs would absolutely dig into.
Right.
Its invention, back in 1886. Purely a freak accident by John Pemberton. He accidentally added fizzy water to his nerve tonic.
An accident. Amazing.
Totally. And despite its simple, arguably unhealthy makeup, artificial flavor, sugar, acids, and carbonated water, it became possibly the most popular soft drink across the world. Old Coke memorabilia fetches astonishing sums, showing its deep cultural impact.
It's incredible, so ubiquitous from such a random start. But the real question, like our sources pose, is there any specific reason for its unprecedented popularity and success? How do they break that down?
Exactly. And the sources present several competing theories, which is precisely the kind of critical analysis these programs encourage.
Okay, like what?
Well, some argue it's the brand name itself, linked to the original Coca plant flavoring. Others point squarely at efficient marketing strategies, unique ads, catchy slogans, that whole carefree lifestyle vibe.
Marketing angle, sure.
Yet another theory suggests people just get hooked to its stimulating effect because of the caffeine.
The addiction factor.
Right. But ultimately, the source we looked at concludes that effective branding campaigns and marketing ploys are the true reason behind its success story.
Interesting.
But the key takeaway here isn't necessarily finding the single right answer. It's about evaluating these competing ideas, weighing the evidence, which is core to strategic thinking.
That's a perfect illustration. These programs really push you beyond surface-level answers, applying analytical frameworks to complex business issues. And these insights, they don't just come from thin air, right? They rely on fundamental analytical skills that are also taught and presumably tested during admissions.
That's absolutely right. The programs, implicitly or explicitly, require mastery of various analytical areas. You see this reflected in sample questions in our sources.
Like basic quant skills.
Exactly. Quantitative aptitude, dealing with problems involving, age calculations, work rates, simple interest, speed, area, ratios, probability.
Yeah.
The fundamentals.
Okay.
Then data interpretation and logical reasoning are crucial. Analyzing complex relationships, maybe family trees, or comparing scores and interpreting data presented in tables or charts.
Makes sense for business.
And verbal ability and reading comprehension skills are also paramount. Being able to understand complex texts, infer meaning, identify main ideas, analyze tone.
Critical reading.
Absolutely. These foundational skills are essential building blocks for the higher-level analytical, problem-solving, and decision-making skills that these executive programs really aim to develop. They prepare you to tackle real-world challenges, just like dissecting that Coca-Cola case.
What a deep dive this has been. Seriously. We've really seen how these IIM executive programs are designed to, transform seasoned professionals.
Yeah.
Offering this powerful blend of academic rigor, practical application through cases and projects, and that invaluable peer learning from such a diverse group.
Absolutely. These programs truly aim to equip you with enhanced managerial skills, better decision-making abilities, stronger leadership capabilities, pushing you to think critically about real-world business scenarios, very much like our discussion around, the enduring mystery of Coca-Cola's success. It's about building that robust framework for strategic thinking.
Definitely. So if you, listening, are considering an executive management program, here's something to maybe ponder on. How might this kind of structured learning, combined with the real-world application, like analyzing why Coca-Cola succeeded against the odds, How might that uniquely empower you, not just to navigate, but maybe even redefine the leadership challenges you face in your industry, especially in this constantly evolving global landscape?